The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Syracuse Orange taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to go for a big one. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the shotgun, the inside give. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Might as well give it to him again. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Snap it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Orange. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer
fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Syracuse. He'll try to tack on one more. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll try the right side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Give to the single back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
They're testing the right side here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. To the ground to try to move the chains. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. He's got it, and they convert. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Working his way and keeping those legs moving, picks up 5 down to the 14.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Miami.
Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Comes out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Wants to throw on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got him in the flat. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Syracuse 14, Miami 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They're getting this guy lathered up.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. pulls it and fires to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. He's going to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Third and long, coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. The give to the back. Really good run there on third down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. It's one game, you don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down.
Running toward the tape. The 20. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on a 61-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
He wants to throw here on second down. Using the quick game. At the 35, he's loose. And he's running in the open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Now on second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on second down. It's complete on the right side. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. The give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Power football with the run. He's there to make the stop. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score, Syracuse 24, Miami 14.
And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touch. Have the ball back and ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Second down coming up. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. They'll go with a direct snap. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Hey, midfield, he's got room. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Defense will always try to get some tips, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged in the middle. It's Need. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
The Orange will have to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the lone running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Canes have this offense rolling. From the gun, the running back has it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Syracuse 24, Miami 14.
1st down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a big play for the defense. Playing at home, you're trailing. You need to create takeaways. You got to get the ball back. Nice job breaking on that one and knocking it away.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. This time he's got his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football, I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down, same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down, and if we add points, we add points.
Corners are walked up tight. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. Direct snap. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Orange. They tack on a little extra here in the 4th and just about set to break this long losing streak.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Miami, 14.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a
Fires into traffic, intercepted. bringing it back. The 40, at the 30, inside the 10. Touchdown, Syracuse. How about that D coming up with a play like that? They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes the score Syracuse 38, Miami 14.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's looking to throw it. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. He'll pull it down and run. Finds a crease at the 20. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to scramble. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. He'll set up to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
The run from the shotgun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Defense might bring the house here. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports